Alright, alright.
Hello everybody, if you're new to my channel, I'm Lori, and this is Lori's Book Trials, and I will be back.
Alright, alright, alright.
Good afternoon everybody, I am back to do part 2 of my December wrap-up. Yay! Now some of these, like I already said, I'm not going to remember the characters' names, so if I forget their names, I'm sorry. But you know me. I'm going to try to do better this year, though. I'm going to start trying to, write down a little bit more, what the characters' names are, unless it's something that I know I'm going to remember. But without further ado, let's get started. Okay. Let me go over real quick the 10 that I talked about. The 9 that I talked about yesterday. So I talked about 10 Blind Dates, which I gave 5 stars. One Day in December, which I gave 4 stars. A Boy Called Christmas, which I gave 4 stars. If I could talk. The Big Blue Beginner's Books, the Dr. Seuss one, which I didn't rate. I just put cute and fun. Read. Skyward, which is a reread, and I gave 5 stars again. Ink and Bone, which is a reread, and I gave 4.5 stars. Revere, which I gave 4.5 stars. Verity, which I gave 4 stars. Winterwood, which I gave 5 stars. And like I told you yesterday, I read a total of 18 books, and I read 6,607 pages. I read 6 ebooks and 12 physical books. Most of these are going to be the ebooks. The first ebook I read was Trapped with the Mob Boss, which I gave 5 stars. This one I just felt like reading a Kindle book, so I picked this one up. I don't remember the characters' names, but I do remember that the Sergi? I don't know his name. No, it's not Sergi. But anyways, the guy, his dad is like the head of the mob, and he wanted his son to kidnap the main character because they want something from the dad. So they kidnap her, hoping that they can, well, basically her dad's in hiding. That ain't really a spoiler because it tells you almost right away. And they want to try to get him to come out of hiding because they want something from him. Yes. And I really loved it. It was so good. The characters were awesome. I should have went to look to see what their names was, but I completely forgot. But it was so, 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 so good. And then after that one, I read, the next 3 are all in the series. So I read The Son of Neptune, which I gave 5 stars, and The Mark of Athena, and The House of Hades. Both of those were 6 stars. And there are some characters from the Percy Jackson series, but you meet a lot of new characters. In the first book, you meet one set of characters. I'm not going to mention their names in case you haven't read it and you want to go in blindly learning who you learn about. And you have a couple of people, some people that are in the Percy world. And then book 2, you have another main character from the world. And you also get another set of new characters. So much stuff went down in these 3. That's book 2, 3, and 4, in case you didn't know. And I'm reading, as you guys saw, if you guys watched my my TBR or what I might be reading. Yeah, I'm gonna finish off the 5th one, and then I'll be done with the Heroes of Olympus, which I'm super excited to see how it ends. But there ain't really much I can tell you about those without going into spoilers, and I don't want to spoil you guys, but just know that, oh my gosh, it is getting real, the action in this. And I just love the characters so much. Because the first book, you meet a new set, like I was saying. The second book, you meet another new set, and then by the third book, they're all together. All the new characters. And yeah, it's really neat. So good, you guys. I'm really enjoying it. I think out of this series, or the Percy Jackson, it's definitely this one. But I love both of them. Okay, next I read When She Returns by Lucinda Berry. That was a 5-star. It's about this lady that disappears, and I forget if it was like over 9 or 10 years ago, or if it was only 9 or 10 years ago, or if it was 9 or 10 years ago. I think it was over 9 or 10 years ago that she disappeared, but I'm not positive. But anyways, it starts at the beginning, which ain't a spoiler, where you see her running, and you see that she has a baby with her. And then that's the beginning. Then chapter 1 is with the daughter, I think, or is it the new wife? Anyways, the husband got remarried, and finally, getting on with his life. He got along, finally getting on with his life. I think, right away, he didn't get married. He stayed single for a long time. And then he met somebody and got married finally. And then the wife comes back once they're starting to, finally settle in together. And you get the perspective of the wife, the ex-wife, in the past. She's talking about, everything that happened. You get the daughter, because she had a daughter before she disappeared. You get the daughter's point of view, and you also get the new wife's point of view. Wow. I will just say that ending, wow, wow, wow. I might do a review of this book because, oh my gosh, and I definitely want to see if they have the book available, because I want to reread it and annotate the heck out of that book. That ending was oh my gosh, I knew it was heading, I had a feeling it was heading that way, and I was like, oh no, please don't let this be what's going to go down, and it did. But it was so good, I didn't care that it went down the way I thought it was going to go down, but hoping it kind of wasn't. But anyways, it was so good, you guys. I definitely recommend that. Again, it is When She Returned by Lucinda Berry, not Bell, sorry. Berry, like a berry. Okay. And then we got, the next two are the duology. We got Born Darkly and Born Madly by Tricia. I think that's how you say it. Tricia Wolf. The first one was a 3-star. The second one was a 3.5. Again, I don't remember the character's name, but oh my gosh. This book was just so effed up. I know a lot of people love this duology, but oh my gosh. It was just I'm not used to really super dark books. This one was super dark, and I didn't like any of the characters. Yeah. I started and I was okay the first part of the plot. The second book I liked. I still didn't like the characters, but I just liked it a little bit more. But I liked the plot and how it ended a little bit more than the other one. The first one I thought was just, that's why it was a 3-star. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't the best book. And the second one was just a tiny bit better, so yeah. But oh my gosh. This is about this lady. She's she's got to see if she thinks that they're fit to stand trial. I don't know if it's fit to stand trial. I forget exactly, but she talks to the main guy, and oh my gosh, this guy is so effed up what he does in this book. Oh my gosh, ugh. He is just so freaking, yeah, what he does. I don't want to say too much, because if you haven't read it, you might want to read it, because it was, like I said, it was interesting. I liked the plot. I just didn't like the characters. But oh my gosh, that first book, it was what? Really? And the second book was what? Really? But a little bit better in the what really. It worked better than this first part to me. But oh my gosh, what this guy did in this book, you guys. He was an a-hole. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, what he did to this lady. Like, wow. Wow. That's all I'm going to say without spoiling anything. Because, wow. I'll just say he was an ass. And some of the things he did. Oh my gosh. It was really interesting, though, because she at the beginning, it's not a spoiler because it happens right away. She gets this one guy off, and she's not the prosecution or, or whatever you want to call it. She just evaluates them and everything to see if they should be, like, put to death or whatever, or if they should be put, if they should be acquitted, or if they should be, like, sent into, like, maybe a, like a, what's it called? I forgot what it's called. Insane asylum, I guess, kind of like thing. And anyway, she gets the guy off, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and one of the girls that was, I think it was a girl, one of the victims' sister throws, I think it was pig blood or something, all over the lady. And then she's meeting with this guy, and she has a choice. I mean, he brings two guys in, and she doesn't want to do the other guy. She wants to do the main guy. She wants to figure out if he's fit and everything like that, or if he's really crazy. If he's where you can rehabilitate him. That's what it is. If he's rehabilitatable. How do you say that word? I know I'm totally butchering it, but that's what she's trying to do. But anyways, oh my gosh, you guys, like, this guy, oh my gosh. Yeah, I will tell you, it was interesting, his victims, though. And what he did to his victims was very, like, wow. I was like, during one part really made me, like, feel like I was going to be sick, what he did to this one guy. Oh my gosh. And this girl, like, you knew that something was going on with her, but you don't know what it was. But when you find out what's going on with this girl, you're like, wow, really? Like, wow. That's all I'm going to say without spoiling it. So that was those two. Number 17 was Blood Academy by, I don't remember, Lan, L-A-N, Chan or Chan, C-H-A-N. Bloodline Academy, I gave that 4.5. Yes, that book was so good. Just the ending, because it was a cliffhanger, and it was just, the cliffhanger made me mad. Sometimes I don't take anything off for the cliffhangers, but I gave like a little bit off for the cliffhanger, a little bit because the beginning. But I wrote down some of the characters' names on here. The main girl's name, Corvina, or something like that. They call her Vinna, or Vin, something like that. And her best friend, Sage. I think it's, Sage. Now, these are the first two. At the beginning, she's with this one character. His name's Pitch. Pitch is very mysterious. All we know about him is that, it's not a spoiler because it happens right at the beginning. He was thinking that he was doing something nice for her, because I'm not going to tell you the whole thing, but he thought he was doing something nice for her, and it wound up getting her killed. And he, what you call himself to her? I don't know what the word is, but it's where he, like, attaches himself to her. So basically he died as well, and he's like, he can make his form, but only she sees his form, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, but he, like, tethers him, or how you say that word, himself onto her, for she would come back, basically. And I think, if I'm right, wait a minute, I'm doing this wrong, I think. Hold on a minute, you guys. I think I'm telling you number 18. Hold on a minute, you guys. I think I'm telling you the wrong plot, because both of these were Academy books, so I'm a little confused on it. I'm trying to remember if I'm right. Yeah, I'm doing the wrong one. So let's redo this part. Okay, let's talk about 18 first, since I already started talking about it. 18 I gave, which is Shadowborn Academy by G. Bailey and Scarlett Snow. I gave 5 stars. Sorry, you guys. That is the one I'm talking about with Pitch and Corvina. How do you say her name? Corvin? I don't know how you pronounce it. It's Corvina and Pitch. Well, anyways, yeah. So that's what happens at the beginning. All that thing, and they got sent to this one place, or she got sent to this one place, and then once you turn 18, you go to the Shadowborn Academy, and yeah, and she meets all these other guys. Their names are the other love interest, because it's a reverse harem. That means, you know, there's more than, she feels something for more than one person. So the other 3 people are Jonah, Xander, and Gage. A lot of people don't know what to feel about Jonah. I love him because he's the one that, he's the typical guy, you know, the one that's like really mean at first and to the main character, and you're like, what's his deal? But then he starts, you know, kind of softening to her, but you still don't know like 100% how to feel about him. But I love those kind of characters. Like, I just love him. And then I don't remember much about Xander. I don't remember, like, he's like some kind of I forgot what they're called. But he's someone that she meets later, a little bit later. She's trying to rescue somebody. That's all I'm going to say. Not a person. I don't think it's a person. I don't remember exactly. But anyways, I know she's trying to rescue somebody. And he shows up and stuff like that. And that's how they meet up. But then we got Gage. I think he's her, because everybody there has to have like a psychiatrist. You know, they had to talk to a psychiatrist all the time because, you know, they were killed, of course, and then they're back, you know, by like whatever. And yeah, so I think that's what he is, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, a lot of crap happens in this book. It was so good. It ended in a major cliffhanger, and it does not come back until, the next book does not come back out until like March 18th or 19th, I think. So yeah, we still got a while. And it ends on a major cliffhanger. But I liked the way that one ended. So that's why that one got a 5 stars. Now, Bloodline Academy. This is by the one that I was just saying, Lan Chain, or how we say it, which I gave, like I said, 4.5 stars. This one has Alexa, and she's the main character, and I don't know if there's going to be any other like love interest. I know there's the one that I like, and the one that seems like she's probably going to wind up with, but I don't know, is Kai, K-I-A. Now, this one starts out, she's visiting her grandmother, because her grandmother's like in a psychiatric hospital or something like that. And she's visiting her, and it's not a spoiler, because this happens right away, and like these, I don't know what he is, I don't know if he, exactly what he is, but somebody like is in the grandmother, like possessing the grandma, and the person comes out of the grandma and tries and possesses Alex, or Lex, not Alex, Lex, is L-E-X. Her real name is like Alyssa or something like that. But anyways, it goes into her, and somehow she's able to, like, you know, get the thing out of her. But these other people show up, and Kai is one of the people, and take her to, oops, sorry, my phone's going down. They take her to the academy because she's supposed to learn. I mean, they're trying to figure out, you know, who she is, because she's somebody, you know, something's going on with her because she's not exactly just normal. You know what I mean? Like a human. She has more in her than just, you know, being a normal human. So that's basically what they're trying to do, is find out all about her. And of course things happen in the book, and her and Kai, of course, always are hitting heads and trying to fight their attraction. And that one, like I said, also, I don't know why my phone all of a sudden is doing that. But that one also ended in a major cliffhanger. That one I gave 4.5 and not 5 because I didn't understand what was going on at first. And I didn't really like the way that one ended in a cliffhanger, even though, you know, it wasn't like a huge cliffhanger though, you know what I mean? It was kind of a stupid cliffhanger. Like, if I want a cliffhanger to be where, like, you're like, oh my god, I want the book right now, you know what I mean? I don't want the cliffhanger to be like, oh, how is their relationship gonna wind up, you know what I mean? That kind of like and that might be a little bit of a spoiler, but not really, because you guys don't really know what I'm talking about. So, but yeah, it's just like, I just did not like the way it ended. I wanted it to be more angsty, like how Shadowborn Academy was angsty, how it ended. And you're like, oh my gosh, this happened, and oh my gosh, this was the person, and this was the person. You know, yeah. Like this, that's how I like my cliffhangers, if I want it to be a cliffhanger. I don't want it to be something like, oh no, is she going to get with this guy, or is she, oh no, what is she going to do while she's here or there? You know what I'm talking about? Like, that's a kind of boring kind of cliffhanger. I want one that's going to be like, ooh, you know, that's like, I want it now, I want it now, I want it now. That's what I want. But anyways, that was the last book. I'm sorry I got those two mixed up, 17 and 18. It happens sometimes, but yes, that is it. I hope you guys like this wrap up, even though I totally screwed up. But I love you guys very much as friends. I hope you guys have a great January. I hope you guys have fun reading. And I think tomorrow, if I have time, I will do my least favorite books of the year. Well, it's going to be a mix between least favorite and books I really didn't like. And then Saturday, either tomorrow I also do my favorites, or I might wait until Saturday to do the favorites. We'll see. Depends on what kind of mood I am tomorrow and how I'm feeling. But otherwise, I am going to let you guys go. If you guys like this video, like it. And if you guys haven't subscribed, please think about subscribing. Remember to hit that bell icon so you guys will know whenever a video of mine is up for your pleasurement. And I will be back tomorrow with more videos. Mwah. Love you all.